This week on Chasing Uncompromised Excellence.
We're going to support these programs to the level that they're going to require to be successful amongst their peers. That's who we are at the University of Virginia. This is what we want to do.
It's the final week of August, and classes have begun just as they have since 1825. Closely tied to the rich tradition of Jefferson's University is intercollegiate athletics. From the first organized teams of 1888, student athletes have been the source of many memorable moments in Cavalier history. Names like Dudley, Parkhill, Walker, Stith, Sampson, Staley, and Long are synonymous with Virginia's success. During the decade of the 90s, Virginia began to expand on this success, winning 17 ACC championships, 4 consecutive NCAA championships in men's soccer, and NCAA titles in men's and women's lacrosse.
The Cavaliers have won their first national championship since 1972. Virginia, the Division I champions.
We won a national championship in 1999. Was the first one of my tenure here at Virginia. First 7 or 8 years that I was here, as I got to know the department a little bit, there was a sort of a sense in the department of sort of the haves and the have-nots, so to speak. We had good people in the department at every level. Everybody was pulling in the same direction. We just didn't have the resources or the commitment to quite get it done consistently at the level that I think that we all hope for.
Everything changed as a result of a university and athletics department task force report that was presented in the spring of 2001. The report outlined financial concerns for the department to remain competitive as tuition and operational expenses were projected to rise significantly. The task force report recommended creating a 4-tier system for sports in which only football and men's and women's basketball would be fully funded.
The task force would have formalized the tiering that had sort of existed anyway, and frankly, it would have had a disastrous effect on things. What you were saying to the world is that I'm not a top-tier sport at the University of Virginia, and in our world of recruiting and the people that we compete against, it would have been a really difficult thing to manage.
The university's Board of Visitors decided not to move forward with the task force recommendation, and the athletics department went to work to create a set of 10-year goals. Those goals included winning 12 NCAA team championships, 70 conference championships, graduating 100% of its student athletes, and providing the necessary resources to support the effort to accomplish these goals.
2005, all the sports were fully funded, and we were one of the last sports to get fully funded, but it really made a big difference for us. And then doing a better job with coaching salaries and assistant coaching salaries and stuff like that, it really made a difference for the people portion of the department.
It was miraculous, that we went from all of those discussions, which were really hard on folks, to all of a sudden, decide we're going to go in a completely opposite direction. We're not going to tier baseball or soccer or lacrosse. We're going to do the opposite. We're going to support these programs to the level that they're going to require to be successful amongst their peers. That's who we are at the University of Virginia. This is what we want to do, and that made all the difference. And I think you've seen it reflected in the results during these past 10 years.
The results of the 10-year period from the fall of 2002 through the spring of 2013 were significant. 7 NCAA team championships and 53 ACC titles, the most of any school in the conference.
The 1-2.
There are so many resources here for these athletes to tap in, not only the coaching staff, but we've got sports psychologists, we have nutritionists, we have strength coaches. We have it all around us. The student athletes have really used what Virginia Athletics can provide them to become the best players they can be, as well as the best student athletes they can be.
I'm so proud of what our alums have done already since they graduated, and I think we're going to see young men come out of our program that do unbelievable things in the world and affect a lot of people in a positive way. And knowing that and believing that and having the opportunity to be part of their lives and help influence them to make good decisions and to have the ambition and desire to achieve greatness in whatever it is they do with their lives is a tremendous opportunity and an even bigger responsibility.
The chase of uncompromised excellence never ends. The goals have been reset to win 12 NCAA team championships and 70 ACC championships over the next 10 years. While UVA brought home a national title and 5 conference crowns last year, it was still behind the pace. It's the start of a new year, and the chase is on.
Today and the next couple of days, it's important that everyone show fast and show early because, like I said, we don't have time to sit around and watch a guy move along. A lot of these guys have been through the winter conditionings, have been through the summer, so now we want to get to where we can find these guys that can help us win and help us win fast.
You talked about bringing.
The patience of the offseason has long since faded, replaced by the need for execution. Following the attrition characteristic of college football, the Cavalier offense once again finds itself with questions in the backfield. Gone are the players who took every snap from center a year ago, and remaining are the redshirts hoping to direct an offense replete with potential. After an inconsistent freshman season and a 2012 redshirt, newly minted starter David Watford has a unique perspective from his time in the Virginia program.
I'm thankful, but I learned a lot from that year, and that's made me a better man, and a better football player, a better person, so I'm thankful for that year, really. I wasn't going against the teams that we played, the Miamis, the UNCs. I was going against our defense every day, so I tried to treat that as a game. Just work every day and just come to get better. I approached it even before I was a starter like I was going to be the starter, and I'm sure Grayson did the same thing, and you want to approach it like that. I don't want to take any reps off, and I don't want to see my guys see me take any reps off. I approach every practice the same, and I try to get the most out of every practice, just like it's a game.
If you feel like the corner is really loose, then you can work the tight end to the other.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's your decision.
Yes, sir.
He's obviously mobile, but he's getting better and better as a pocket passer. He's an accurate thrower. He's got a nice arm, sees the field well. He's able to distribute the ball like we'd like our quarterback to do in the pass game.
He wants to put the ball down the field, and that's what we're going to do. He wants to run the ball. We have a big offensive line. We got great running backs. We're going to run the ball, too. So we're going to be an all-around team. We're going to be a balanced attack. We kind of got a feel for Coach Fairchild and what he wants to do, and we're going to establish our game.
Helping to establish Fairchild's game plan is left tackle Morgan Moses. The Mammoth senior returns for his final season and will combine with Luke Bowanko to solidify the left side.
We have a great relationship, and he keeps it fresh a lot. And we've been around here, we've done a lot of training camps and a lot of workouts, and sometimes it can be a little bit of a drag, but he keeps it fresh, and we have a good time with each other.
I'm only talking to you guys because he's mic'd up. He's trying to get it on TV.
Oh, is he mic'd up?
I'm just trying to get no holding penalties today. Trying to help us out, hey.
Coach Watt called me and was like, Morgan's thinking about foregoing his last year. My first reaction was, what can we do to get him back? We called him and talked to him, and ultimately he made the decision to come back, which is unbelievably awesome for the team and for me, and hopefully for him too, as he ups his status.
You like that when you feel real solid with both spots. Luke's had a good camp as well, and Morgan's certainly a tremendous player, so, if when in doubt, run the ball left.
Running through those holes will be tailback Kevin Parks. The junior leads a trio of backs looking to reestablish the Virginia ground game.
KP's done a nice job. Kalik had a real good camp, and then Smoke came in and picked it up a little bit faster than the average freshman, so we feel like we've got 3 pretty good backs.
baby! Yeah! Yeah! There you go! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
KP we blocked for a while, and he's a guy that you like to block for because you know when there's not a 30, 40 yard run in there, he'll stick it for 3 or 4, and that's a huge part of the running game. The other two guys provide an extra element that increases the dynamic of the offense. Khalid, who does so much in the return game, he loves to pick up blitzes, and Smoke is just an explosive player. I mean, he's absolute dynamite.
Oh, I thought you about to get busy. I thought you about to come back this way. Oh, that's sweet.
I believe we have to come in doing all the little things right, whether that's blocking, keeping David protected, and then when we get the ball in our hands, we got to make plays.
Park stayed true to his word, finishing camp with an explosive 66-yard touchdown run through a gaping hole cleared by Moses, Bowenko, and Connor Davis.
Everybody's on board, everybody's excited, and I believe this Saturday we're going to show a good thing at Scott Stadium.
Next Saturday, man, this thing is here. It's here. It is here. It's about to be a good season. I feel it. I feel it. Hard work on 3. Hard work on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hard work.
I'll tell you what I really love about this team. They play some great soccer. They play together. We've improved steadily as the years gone by. We've become a better and better team. People see that, that we're a team.
The 2012 Virginia women's soccer team finished the ACC tournament on a high note, defeating Maryland 4-0 and propelling them to a #2 seed in the NCAA tournament. Virginia continued its strong play, easily defeating LaSalle and Rutgers, and that set up a rematch with ACC foe Duke.
We played for 45 minutes today. We just didn't compete very hard in the first half.
We played pretty well in the NCAA tournament, but we had a bad 20 minutes of one game, and that was pretty much it for our season.
It was a disappointing result, but at the same time, I think it certainly has been a motivator for us in the offseason. I think it's a game that we won't dwell on, but we won't forget either.
The 2013 squad returns a core of strong players, including first-team All-ACC midfielder Morgan Bryan.
It's a great team. The environment's awesome. We have very good team chemistry, so that's, I think, the #1 thing going forward for us that's going to help us.
Make sure the reps we do are quality. If you need to take an extra touch, take an extra touch. Run with it, Mo! Run with it, Mo! Good! There it is! Early ball!
The goal for this team is simple.
We want to win an ACC championship every year, and we want to win an NCAA championship every year. Those are our goals. We're pretty clear about those. Good! Love it! Love it! I think it's been a good preseason for us. We still have a long ways to go as a team, but we like where we are right now. The more experienced groups, they're educated in the style that we play, the language we use, and they also know the kind of competition that we're going to play, and I think they're that much more prepared for each and every game.
Don't try to do it all yourself. Keep looking for combinations, okay?
The best way to describe this young, talented group is young and eager. They're eager to prove themselves. A lot of young guys with a lot of talent, a lot of aspirations.
The Cavaliers ended their 2012 campaign with a loss in the second round of the NCAA tournament, a game where 10 underclassmen started.
Having 9 guys come back that have played with each other makes it a lot easier. You just add 2 pieces to that as opposed to last year where we added 10 pieces to the puzzle.
I think most of those guys took the summer and really found places to train and play to make themselves better and more prepared for the season.
From the sideline, be able to say, not just because you have the armband on, but that's the guy making them go, from the leadership standpoint.
A newcomer to the Cavaliers is goalkeeper and Creighton transfer Jeff Gall. 1 year removed from the College Cup, Gall will fill in for the injured Spencer LaCivita.
That guy has played at Akron in the NCAA tournament and won, at UConn in the NCAA tournament and won, and in a College Cup. So that guy, has played and has some experience in some big games and big places.
After a week of training, the Cavaliers welcomed Radford to Klockner Stadium for an exhibition match.
The thing we haven't been able to measure yet fully is what's in here. Because that's the piece for me that this team needs to get a little bit better at. And if that part comes together, we're going to be in really good shape. Go after it. From that first ball that we dump in the corner if it's our ball, we press and we go after it.
You got to do better with that one.
Marcus and Jordan, when their outside backs are stepping to them and it's just kind of 2-on-1 versus there's big gaps for us to play those balls into, and you've got to make those runs from time to time. We've got to do a little bit more of that. It's plain and simple. And let's compete. No goals against. We keep the shutout. Yeah? Let's go.
Early in the second half, freshman Riggs Lennon narrowly missed an opportunity off the post.
Get it. Oh, he wants to score.
Later, opportunity would find Lennon with a free ball in Radford's box, and he put the Cavaliers up 1-0.
Let's get another one. Ryan, let's get another one. Get it over that first guy. Yeah! Great ball. Hey, you did what I said. That was a great ball. Overall, great stuff. Now, I'll ask you guys this question, okay? You look pretty tired, right? Did you get tired out there? But we have some work to do from like a fitness standpoint. Some impressive stuff in the second half, guys out there. So keep doing it. Keep doing it, man. Okay? Everybody, keep doing it. Okay? Virginia on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Virginia! But first, we start with the head man as the coach of the Cavaliers, Coach Mike London, joins us. Here you finally get to see what you're all about and what you got under the tree, as they say.
No, it is. I mean, there's a culmination of spring practice leading into the summer leading into August camp. Guys have gotten better, gotten bigger, stronger, and so there's expectations about what we can do and who we have to go out on the field and play on Saturday.
Game week. The stadium waits. The lines are drawn. And the opponent, BYU, looms. All that remains are the final preparations. The time is now for the 2013 Cavaliers.